everyone. Welcome to SceneDaily.com and another session of the Talking Heads. I'm Steve Waid.
And I'm Kris Johnson.
And Matt Kenseth. Kris, how about that guy? He started the season with 2 victories, won the rain-shortened Daytona 500, followed that up with a victory in the Auto Club 500 out there in California. Now let's get the obvious out of the way. That's obviously great for him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, didn't win a race in 2008. His last victory before Daytona, I believe, was down there at Homestead in 2007.
Finale, that's right.
And so a great start for him and a great start for Roush Fenway Racing, but let's temper it a little bit. Kris, long way to go.
Certainly is, and I apologize. I'm fighting a little cold from California that I brought back with me. Kenseth is doing great, obviously, but it's interesting because in the past he's had these traditionally slow starts, and he's had to rally a couple of times huge just to make the chase. So to see him come out of the box with 2 wins in a row, first time somebody's done it since Jeff Gordon in 1997, is impressive. But again, it's way early.
Yeah, you know, 2 victories in a row. Again, we've stressed this time many times, very impressive. We still got 34 races to go. And whether or not Kenseth wins a championship or even continues to do well is yet to be seen. Now, let's look at the records a little bit. You mentioned Jeff Gordon back there in 1997. When he started out with 2 straight victories, he went on to win the championship that year.
Sure did.
But there's been other guys who had great starts, including Kenseth. In 2004, he won 2 of the first 3 races, but did not win a championship. You can go back to guys like Bill Elliott, who had a great start, didn't do well at Daytona, but won 4 in a row after that, and lost the championship by 10 points to Alan Kulwicki. Then back to '87, where Dale Earnhardt Jr., not Jr., but Dale Earnhardt, also won 4 races in a row, and he went on to win the championship. So it's, you know, either way. And we have to wait and see how Kenseth is going to perform. What do you think?
You know, anytime you look at history, it's almost like the stock market. Past performance is no prediction of future success. And coming into the year, everybody thought that Carl Edwards was going to be the Roush Fenway Racing driver that was going to light it up like he did last year. The one thing we haven't talked about, and probably the most remarkable part of the story, is Drew Blickensderfer.
Oh, yeah, say that 3 times.
Good Lord, this guy, everything he touches is gold. The work he did with Edwards in the Nationwide Series, now he's with Kenseth, and it's like he can do no wrong, and what a wonderful story it is. He's getting his fair share of press, which is good.
Yeah, 2 wins to close out the season with Carl Edwards, and now 2 wins at the start of the season with Matt Kenseth, 4 wins in a row for Blickensderfer. That's a great story, but he's not an overnight sensation. This guy came down years ago from Indiana, knocking on race team doors and trying to get a job, and got a break with Bobby Hillin and went through the ranks from there. So he's paid his dues, and now it's paying off for him.
Yeah, it's nice to see those up-and-coming stories like that. A guy that you wouldn't necessarily expect to be in the spotlight as much as he is now.
Right. And the big thing is, again, I think this is pretty obvious, what Kenseth has to do from here. Wins are nice, but consistency, to me, always wins championships. Whether it's in the chase or not in the chase. So he's got to go out there and obviously get as many high finishes as he can and avoid bad luck, the type of which has already struck guys like Dale Earnhardt Jr. this year already. If he can avoid all that, he can make a good run for the championship. But again, it's going to be a long time before we find out.
Sure.
And you know, based upon how he started out, there's no reason why he can't keep it up. But again, Kris, it's not how you start. It's how you finish, right?
How about we wrap this puppy up?
All right, let's just do that. All right, that's about all the time we have. Thanks for joining us here at SceneDaily.com. I'm Steve Waid. This is Kris Johnson. Kris, say goodbye.
Goodbye, Kris.
I tell you what, I called the home and he goes Friday.